podcast, me and Justin. Justin, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Justin. Welcome to the podcast. How y'all doing? We're just lighting the blunt here.
Mr. Gonzalez does not participate in the Weed Foundation.
I mean, I like weed and all. Weed is fine. You know, I don't have a problem with weed. I just don't like the feeling when I'm high. Just don't like it. I don't know. Don't have a problem.
Well, that's the main reason everybody smokes. Is, you know, it's just for that, you know, relaxing feeling.
I don't get relaxed. I get more anxiety. Honestly, it's weird. It's like for me, I just get super just trippy out, and I just anxiety up the ass. Don't like it.
And you know, it depends on the strands and shit too. I don't know. We should probably go through like some of our topics. We should probably talk about the main one that would probably interest a lot of people is like conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah, I have a lot.
Do you want to go ahead and like just what do you think? Which one?
I mean, personally, I like more like, for me personally, I think of like space stuff. You know, I'm super into like space and just like everything in general about quantum physics and stuff. I listen like to the Joe Rogan podcast as well. Great podcast. He with Neil deGrasse. I think that's his last name.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Tyson. Yeah, he's a super smart guy. They talk about like different space crap and like fourth dimension shit, and just like it blows my mind. And it's just super
cool. So do you
cool.
think we're living like in a different universe? You know what I'm saying?
Like multiple parallel universes.
Like let's say right now we're doing a podcast, but another universe we're getting murdered.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of them. Is that
like
right?
Different
like
timelines. Parallel universes. I think that's cool. Honestly, like it's a really good idea to think about and talk about. And I think it's great. I personally feel like there is, because I just don't know what happened. Like there's certain things that we have no idea. Like, you know, like why, like anything. Like we don't know anything about what happens after we die.
And you will never find out either. It's never going to be, you know, taught, you know, in history actually like accurate. I mean, you have like your Bible and all that. You have religion and you have like those things like faith and all that, just to like tell you like, hey, you better be a good person so you have a nice afterlife. But you know, it
may not be true.
No one knows. And I mean, it's fine if you have faith. I mean, it's all about, you know, whatever. It's all about what you want to do.
That's why they call it faith, though.
That's why they call it faith. It's just like
it's a belief.
Exactly. All these other genders that are coming out, like if you want to be like a helicopter or something like that, you be a helicopter. that literally makes no sense to me at all. Like even my mom, you know, she's been doing whatever. That's her thing. I don't care. Like my dad, whatever. Like whenever she was younger, she probably, you know, got around whatever. She had like little midlife crisis that she probably wanted to. She liked women better than men. It happens, whatever.
It's personal preference.
It really is. Like, you know, like tomorrow you probably wake up and like, I want to try some dick. Not me though, because you know, I really don't want to. I really don't want like a dick in my asshole or anything. But that's just how it is. And like, you know, people getting offended, you know, about
being
stuff.
Gay, and also what pisses me off as well, how like I'm not calling out Christianity or Catholic or whatever. But they say, oh yeah, if you're gay, you're going to hell. I think that's the dumbest shit ever. It's like, it's even if let's just say God is real, you know, I'm agnostic, so I believe that there's a higher power or a higher energy out there that's controlling everything. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure I don't know if it's an actual person, like a bearded man that's walking around with some flip flops or sandals, whatever. You know, like a God or like a Jesus, whatever.
Well, if you know Christianity is like, you know, Jesus or like whatever, if that's like actually all true, Jesus would welcome his kids that he died for on a cross. So you would think so, right? He's like, I died for your sins, whatever. I just
welcome to the world.
And like, you know, it being this, we're gonna keep going. It being like 2018, okay, 2,000 years ago is when, you know, before Christ. 2018 years ago is before Christ, whatever. And like, why was it the last time we saw him? Why was it the last time, whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like the beginning of the earth, there's, you know, you have the First Testament and the Second Testament. At the end of the first, I think it's beginning. I really don't know. Adam and Eve was, Noah and his ark was the First Testament. Second Testament was Adam and Eve. In both of those, it was two people who probably had the whole entire planet. Mm-hmm. That makes no sense. Like, I'm sorry. That makes no sense.
It's just stories. Like I feel like the Bible.
It's just like Homer's Odyssey.
It's like the Bible is for me like it's a guideline to be a good person and to follow rules, and they tell it through stories. And
well, it's stories that got people hooked on it and everything. Like got people talking about it, and then hearsay of mouth like, oh, I believe this, you should believe this, blah blah blah. And that's how the world was. But probably get off of religion for a little bit before people start getting pissed.
Oh, people are gonna get mad. But I was want to say one more thing as well before we start this.
Go ahead.
The main reason why wars are started is from religion, oil, and money, and then power as well through like land. Because you can't reproduce land, but you can't reproduce money. And then belief, people just get mad over it and stuff like that. It's a very sensitive topic.
But to switch gears, did Bush do 9/11?
Oh God, here we go. I'm just gonna say this right now. Jet like planes, fuel, does not burn.
It doesn't melt steel beams, and that was proven.
That was proven. So that's all I've got to say on the topic right there.
I just saw I was watching the Shane Dawson video, and Shane Dawson is a fucking. Have you watched Shane Dawson?
I have not.
He's a really fucking funny dude. He's whatever. He's cool as fuck. He was talking about like 9/11 and all that, and he actually showed different stuff about how the plane was actually not even there. It's a weird little spark, weird little glitch and everything too. But
I personally think he may be right, but personally for me, I feel like planes did hit it, right? Because I remember whenever I think I was 5 at the time, and I was in kindergarten or first grade, and they pulled it up on the old ass TVs, those cubicle TVs, and they pulled up what was going on. And I saw it with my own eyes, what was going on, and then they canceled school that day because, it's 9/11. So
it don't matter.
Just throwing it out there though.
That was 2001. If they want to keep doing that for 17 years and keep doing that for however long, that's on them. It doesn't really matter anymore. The war is already fucking over against the terror. There's still some.
The main reason why we're over there is because of the oil.
It's oil. Yeah, and also to give our troops someone to fight.
Yeah.
Because
we're the police station. We're the police country.
We need to stop being the police of the world.
Anyway, dude, we're gonna get a lot of people pissed. It's gonna be very interesting. Hey, we talk about things that people don't talk about.
Since we were talking about Shane Dawson earlier, we should talk about the Logan Paul versus KSI fight. Now,
shit ever.
I'm gonna go ahead and just say this. Me and you had a bet, and you never gave me my $5. But we'll deal with that later. I made a bet that that fight between Logan Paul, KSI, Deji, and Jake Paul, that it would get way more fucking views than Ninja and Drake did. And I was fucking right. It was 900,000. It was almost 1 million fucking people extra watched it. Streamed it on Twitch and everything. It was different videos on Twitch and then YouTube that paid $10. But
okay, so for me personally, I never thought KSI. I like KSI. I don't like Logan Paul, right? Because that little situation that happened in Suicide Forest, and I feel like a lot of his credibility went down right from that situation. And who would watch a fight between just two random YouTubers?
Millions of fucking kids. Yes.
But it's Ninja and Drake.
Okay, but I don't know. That's what I'm saying. The more you hype it up, I guess, the more attention it will get. Maybe if Ninja was hey, Drake's coming on next week, but I don't think he even knew.
No, he knew the day of, or the couple of days before, or something like that. I think it was the day of. Honestly, I thought it was crazy. I don't know. I think I like Fortnite. I like Ninja. I like Drake. So I just think it would be more media hype than fucking stupid Logan Paul and KSI shit.
Yeah.
But they respected, what was it, 1.5 mil in total or 1.8 mil in total?
Who are you talking about?
Logan Paul and KSI.
Oh yeah, they got I think it was 1.8, 1.9 million people watching it across YouTube and Twitch and everything. And then on top of that, they made millions of dollars.
Didn't you say it was 9 mil or something? 8 mil probably.
Yeah, I think we were trying to add it up and all that shit. It was over. Probably 12 million maybe. Justin.
Yes.
Do you know who I miss?
Who do you miss?
Odd Future. Odd Future was, I don't know if how you grew up, if you actually listened to good music or not, good rap.
I listen to very good music.
Odd Future was the fucking peak in my 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th, my whole high school. Odd Future is the fucking like gang. Like it was always fucking there. So many of the rap. It's just like with. I mean, if you can compare it to like members only, like X's shit, that little short thing, but they had it for like 10 years. Yeah, RPX. It was really sad.
That's my man.
But like, obviously, Tyler the Creator was a part of Odd Future.
Of course. And they also had like a guy like Taco or something like that.
Yeah, Taco, Jasper. They had Lorder Squad and all that. It was just like I miss them. Like they.
Was there Frank Ocean on it too?
Yeah, Frank Ocean. It was in Odd Future. Yeah. They had like Mike G and all that. But like, and then Tyler branched out and started doing his own thing, which his music is really fucking good now. Like it's. I mean, it was.
Didn't he make Potato Salad right now?
Do what?
Potato Salad, isn't that his new song?
That's like one of his samples on his YouTube. Like, did you listen to Flower Boy? You probably.
No, I have not.
Yeah. Flower Boy, like it's like a good vibe song. It's just like kind of like a mixture of like some 70s and 80s shit, also with like some new shit that he just kind of had. Like it was just him, But I miss how that group is not a group anymore. But that's just me. But
they're still friends though, right?
I think him and like Jasper are friends. I haven't seen Tyler and Earl Sweatshirt were like really good friends. Apparently, they had like they were really good fucking friends. Whenever I was listening to them and watching their stuff, and Earl Sweatshirt apparently just got back on social media like yesterday. Like he's been on social media for like 2 years or 3 years.
That's weird. That's crazy. Because he's like a pretty good rapper. I listened to some of his songs.
Yeah,
but also another thing as well is that with like doesn't Tyler the Creator have his own like clothing brand like golf and stuff?
Yeah, he has Golf Wing. He used to have Odd Future, and then now he owns Golf Wing. So I don't know who really owns Odd Future anymore. I know Mike G and Left Brain are still like in Odd Future, but like all like the bigger people are not. Like Frank Ocean, Tyler the Creator, Jasper. I don't know anything about Jasper. Like I mean I don't know. It's a lot of shit to keep up with and everything. Like
and plus they never go on social media already. Right?
I mean, well, Odd Future Left Brain, Mike G go on social media, but it's just like annoying. I don't know. They could have did so much other shit in the future, but
it is what it is. At least they're the ones that pioneered this like YouTube stuff because this was like 5-6 years ago, right? Yeah,
it was around like my 10th grade year. So this is like kind of still on the subject. Like, did you see? I told you about this the other day. About the guy that sounds just like X, like XXX Fascination or whatever. Like this dude sounds just like fucking X. Like I need to show you.
Do you think he's like a reincarnation or something?
I mean, what he was saying that like he had a dream, like like the night that X died or whatever, something like that, and like X came to him in his dreams saying that he needs to follow, like he needs to do what he needs. It was something retarded, and he woke up, I guess, and he was just like. And I knew things I didn't even know before. Like I knew stuff about this and that. I knew like.
Do you believe in it or no?
I mean, like the dude sounds like X. But I mean, if you train your fucking self to do that, especially he's from Florida too. Yeah. So like, I mean, like he's also like X's age. I think he's a little bit younger than X actually, before he died. But like, I just think it's just like. Don't fucking extend it and say X came to your fucking dream. If you say like, no, I just been training my voice to do like this, like you're still gonna get the same fucking views.
Right.
Like I mean, I don't know.
I just think personally, like if it's true, that's cool, that's awesome, and there is something like in the afterlife, since X came to him in a dream, quote unquote. But I mean, I don't trust a lot of things like on like with the internet stuff, and there's a lot of liars out there.
Yeah.
And people just want to get, thirsty for some views, so it is what it is.
I'm going to clickbait the fuck out of this.
And I don't have a problem with that, but people just don't be lying.
Like, just so I don't know what I should clickbait it. Like,
how about you just say, like, we talk about some...
White boy says N-word?
No, not even that, because we don't even say that. Because we say, like, how about you say, like, we talk about some very controversial shit, Because we did.
Well, what we should talk about then, controversially? Abortion.
Oh, okay.
Is it right or is it wrong?
So, you're a human being, you're a person. You make your own decisions. You're old enough to make your own decisions. In certain circumstances, like 18, I should say, once you're 18, you should have the right to say, I don't want this baby or do want it. Because, in my opinion, right, let's just say that person that unfortunately got raped and has a child now in her belly, and she can't financially support it, then that means a couple things will happen. That baby will live a really shitty life in the beginning, be in a foster care home or
Yeah.
be financially not stable and just have a really shitty life in the beginning.
Well, the argument against it is like it's a human life, and you don't have that, that right to do that. I just feel like it doesn't matter. Like, people need to stop being buried. They just need to be fucking cremated. I don't care if you're like, I mean, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Maybe if you're rich, maybe. If you're famous, a memorial.
Yeah.
Like, obviously people want to go see that shit. But then again, you can still cremate his body. Like, that's just taking up room, basically.
I would think of it as like a spiritual plan. Like, there's another, like, like how, also another plug too, like Joe Rogan and Neil. Neil's talking about different dimensions. Like, we're in a third dimension because we see things in 3D. There's also further different dimensions, like fourth dimension, fifth dimension, shit like that. And what if, like, when you're out of this conscious being of self, then you move up to the next stage, maybe. But that's like a continuation. I don't know. Maybe I'm just.
Is it like a different vessel you're overtaking?
Yeah, maybe, or you're just like in a spiritual.
So are you continuing the same life that you had, or are you being born again?
Maybe you're being. I don't know. Maybe you're being born again because you have the same consciousness.
That's like the question, like
who are you without consciousness?
People.
Well, if we didn't have religion, like you were talking about, then would people be like, I guess you could say the word nice or more, you know what I'm saying? Like, if religion basically gives people a path of, I guess you could say, righteousness of a good life and have certain laws and do's and don'ts. If that never existed, then would we just be a savage country? Like, of the savages, and like, we're like monkeys pretty much?
That's what I'm saying. It's probably like the majority of the people that believed in religion were, like, I guess good people. And
as well, if you are listening to this, we're not bashing anything or bashing people's views. We're just talking about it to bring lightness to the air and just talk about our opinions in a very constructive way.
I can't wait till we get people to hate on us. I want more hate. I want people to just
bash.
Because like, hate gets you more attention. Eminem's probably the best fucking rapper. And
not because we're not white.
Like, I understand we're white, so we're probably like, whatever.
I would say Eminem or Lil Wayne is in the conversation, or you can say Biggie. You can say he's in the conversation, or you can even say who else. Like, I would say, well, Drake is popular. I don't like Drake, but Drake is popular.
Drake, like, Drake. I don't know. Drake's old shit was so much fucking better.
Like, headlines.
Kanye West.
Kanye West is fire, but people don't like him now anymore.
I mean, I don't know. That's which is like retarded. It's probably one of his like best music times, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I mean, I like his music too. Like Forever too. Like, like the song Forever with like Drake, Eminem, Lil Wayne, and Kanye West. That song's fire. I was like 12 years old listening to it. I was like,
I think every fucking 12-year-old, 13-year-old listened to that shit.
That was fire.
Was literally because, like, I mean, I never watched. Did you ever watch the movie that it was from?
No, I watched.
It was a basketball movie.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was LeBron James was in the music video. LeBron James was in the music video.
Yes, I mean, I just remember the end. Like, Eminem has like a bunch of black people around him. He's just like, he has like a hood on, and he's just like fucking shaking his head into the mic and shit. I don't know, that was pretty fucking funny though. That's why I don't remember that part. I mean, I love like Lil Wayne.
I know most of Lil Wayne's verse.
Anyways, but like, I don't know, like this stop. Don't fucking label Tupac as like the king of rap. I feel like every year or every like 5 years, there's always like a new artist that can outdo the last artist.
Me personally, right? And also, my dad was a huge Tupac like fan. He went to Tupac's like site where he got shot at and like paid homage to him. Like, he was a huge Tupac fan. Yeah. And it's crazy how you think about it. Like, my dad at that time was, I believe, mid-20s, early 20s, and that's whenever Tupac died. And I'm like 19, about to turn 20, and X like passed away like a few months ago.
Yeah, so it's the same thing. It's crazy.
Like, it's odd. It's very strange. It's pretty cool though too. Because I'm like, me and my dad are pretty much the same age right now. Whenever both of our favorite artists just passed away, and they both made a huge impact.
Do you think music in the future is going to be better? Like, I think people always say like, 70s music, 60s music is better or whatever. Like, I mean, I don't know. I think all music is good. Like, obviously, like, you have way more better music now because there's so many different platforms. Like, right now, we can record a song right now, put like a random ass beat and put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Back then, 70s, 80s, like, you couldn't do that. Like, I mean, you can't just fucking buy a $50 mic and start recording shit. Like,
you had to be signed to like a label, and then like it was even hard to do that.
There was no YouTube or anything.
Yeah, so you had to be like on a radio.
Right, because SoundCloud and all that shit. So like, I mean, obviously, there's so much more better music now than there was back then. Like, there's so much different types of music. People still make music like the 70s and 60s.
It's more evolved, and I would say like our generation's in a very interesting like crossroad because we're in the next like I would say like 80 years we're gonna be huge in advancements in technology and because
Not
technology
even 80 years, 10 years on the fucking road.
Oh yeah, you see our iPhones like an
Yeah.
iPhone like the original iPhone compared to now.
Well, the first iPhone came out in 2007, I think.
Yeah, it's a 10-year anniversary because iPhone.
Oh,
10.
it was like 2007, 2008.
Yeah,
Right,
2007 or 2008, something like that.
And it's only been 10 fucking years, and then they have all this extra shit for the phones. Like, your phone is gonna basically just
It's
be
your
a fucking
computer.
screen. Like, you won't be able to like. There's gonna be no buttons. There won't be like any like black part on there.
And then like in the 80s and 90s, I would say the 80s mostly. A computer back then, that compared to like let's say the Mac we're running right now,
Yeah.
it would like people wouldn't fathom what a Mac is. Like the
they couldn't.
components in the 80s, like a huge house of just computer components can barely run.
It's just one computer.
Yeah, it can't even compare to a phone now. Our
That's
phone is the
what,
next
like,
computer.
and just like that took like 20 years to create like a powerful like just laptop like a
or
computer.
PC, yeah.
And it took 10 years to create literally what a fucking laptop can do inside a phone.
It's just continuing to evolve, and I don't know where it's gonna go next.
That's what I'm saying. Like another 10 years down the fucking road, it's gonna be
Are
like.
we gonna have implants in our body?
I mean, Black Mirror, bro. Like, get the fuck out of there. Like, our iPhones 30 years down the road are just gonna be nothing. It's gonna be trash.
And 30 years ago, we had like phones were literally like bricks.
Yeah.
Like you had to bring a huge ass like I don't even know what it was. Like you had to carry around a phone like straight up like as a bag.
Was this a receiver?
Yeah,
like,
whatever it was. It was crazy. Like the advancements in technology recently has been scary. And every war we get into, we get better in technology wise. Like we advance.
It's gonna be in the future too with like that. It's gonna eventually just be robots fighting each other.
Yeah. And
But they're gonna have fucking Will Smith come out of nowhere and fucking kill him. What's the movie called? Like
iRobot, right?
Dude, I fucking love that movie, bro.
The movie's lit. I like it.
Like Shia LaBeouf was, like people hate on Shia LaBeouf.
Holes was a good movie. Shia LaBeouf.
I mean, like people hate on Shia LaBeouf because like Transformers and shit. Like that was a good fucking movie. Why do people hate on that? These ones that coming out now with Mark Wahlberg. Mm-hmm. The fuck is that? You got rid of Megan Fox. You fucking lost my fucking attention. Go watch a good movie. Hereditary was not a good horror movie. Was not the scariest horror movie. I don't understand how scientists can prove that it's the scariest movie of the fucking.
It's funny because I think like if they say scientists prove it, they probably just sit down, watch the movie, and they got scanned like, it's scientists proven.
I mean, the end is like Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
If you're gonna say that shit's scary, then say Paranormal Activity is scary. Literally, just like people getting dragged, like people crawling on the fucking walls and shit, like. Mm-hmm. People like getting obviously they're like pulled up by like a fucking string, but they're levitating and all that shit. It's just like
it's already been done before.
It's been done before, and all you did was just add like good acting at the beginning. I don't know.
I'm not much into like scary movies, so I can't say my 2 cents about that. I don't like scary movies too much.
Well, Tobey fucking Maguire was better than Andrew Garfield.
Dude, okay, Tobey Maguire. Like the only reason why I like him as like the second best Spider-Man is because he was like my childhood.
It was your childhood, and it was actually like it was good.
It was pretty solid.
I mean,
it could be better though.
I actually preferred because that the fucking the web came out of the hand instead of the little guns.
Yeah,
and I was like,
but they're trying to make it part of like the comic books. That's how true it is in the comic.
I know, but like I don't know. I just now when I don't like now they're trying to stick to the comic books more, and I don't see that, I just get upset because like Tobey Maguire fucking made that shit. Like,
yeah, it's our childhood, man.
People hated on the fucking Spider-Man 3 with the Venom and the Sandman dude.
Yeah.
People hated on that. Like it wasn't bad.
No, it was my childhood. I liked it.
I mean, like it was just.
I remember going seeing it with like me and my babysitter. Like we literally went over there because she loves Spider-Man, so we went over there and went to go see it. It's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm just glad Marvel is making some good comic movies.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. And then I think now what they're gonna do is like they're gonna end up selling all the characters, like the Inhumans and all this shit. Obviously, they're trying to make a movie for them too. They're trying to sell them all to Marvel so they can like not sell them, but like do like a little buddy thing so they all make more money.
I mean, yeah, because they're killing it.
Disney owns some of the Marvel characters. I think it's Disney.
Disney owns a lot. Disney owns Star Wars, so like Lucasfilms. Disney owns like.
I'm pretty sure they own like certain Marvel characters. I'm not sure, so that's why they're trying to make a buddy thing.
Possibly, but Disney owns a lot.
All right, so after like really small research and us not being idiots, Disney does own Marvel.
Yeah, we're dumbasses. We're like Aaron's high, and I'm just going off of him. So
Well,
I'm kind of just following whatever he was saying because I mean I thought I was like right, you know, I thought Disney owned Marvel, but I was like Aaron was like I don't know, I was just like whatever, you know.
well, it's just like a subsidiary.
Yeah.
Like it's just like you know, basically like it's just like a parent company. Obviously you need parent companies like to grow more. And Disney owning Marvel was the best fucking thing that happened to Marvel.
Yeah, and then also getting Lucasfilms, and now they make Star Wars movies. And you know, Marvel movies are great. I would say every movie that they come out with is always solid.
It really is.
But how do you like the Star Wars?
Okay,
movies?
So The Force Awakens, that was my favorite Star Wars movie.
Oh, okay.
Only because, like, I mean, I love the fucking old Star Wars movie. Like, it was really good and all that shit. But like, I just feel like maybe like even the Clone Wars like TV shows.
The Clone Wars TV show was like those really animated ones. Yeah, that was like you know they're making a new.
The Force Awakens was just like I don't know. It just felt good watching it. You know what I'm saying? The Last Jedi had like really good lightsaber battles because like you know Rey knows how to use the lightsaber and everything. So her and Kylo Ren, whenever they were fighting the red thing, people.
Yeah, I forgot what they were called, but let's just say Red Troopers.
Like the Red Troopers, like they were like kicking their ass, and it was a fucking amazing fighting scene. Like the Force Awakens didn't really have that, but like it just felt so much better. Now
the reason why they didn't have that is because they weren't trained.
I never saw Solo though.
Never saw Solo. I have seen Solo.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Wait. No, I'm thinking about Rogue One. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying.
I've not seen Solo.
No one like Solo was just swept under the fucking rug.
I get personally for me though. I felt like I saw like a review of Solo, and they said it was the crappiest new Star Wars movie that came out.
It was.
Yeah, the crappiest one
people
so far.
like I always heard it was like good shit, but like then again I was on like I never heard like bad shit.
I just heard it was like average at best.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't looked it up in a minute, but like the first 2 weeks, all I heard was just like, yeah, it was okay.
Was better.
It was okay, and I already know the spoiler in it.
Oh, I don't know the spoiler.
Should I spoiler?
Wait, there's not how is there a spoiler when there's
spoiler? Darth Maul legs spider, something like that.
Oh yeah, wait, I heard actually. Wait, I low key. Wait, is that true? Because I actually heard something about.
He's like in it apparently. And
because
like,
it's in between, isn't it? In between after Revenge of the Sith and then before New Hope. That's the timeline.
So
because that's when like Solo.
I think it was okay. It was after Obi-Wan and Anakin fought, which was
after Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, then New Hope is the fourth one. So you know, prequels 1, 2, and 3.
I don't know. It's just like they're just doing it for money.
Yeah,
obviously, and like they're gonna have like a whole anthology.
Though.
Like it's gonna be 2 more Solo movies.
Yeah,
it's fucking why do that? Rogue One
was
amazing.
Solid. Oh,
because
yeah.
like it's a prequel.
Yeah,
it's a prequel before the prequel.
No, that was after the third one.
It was like a prequel before. It was like a prequel after the prequel.
Yeah, I guess you could say it's after the third one, in between the fourth one. So 3.5.
Which was like cool. So it filled that gap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cool I didn't see Solo. So was that the same time frame or was it like after the fourth one?
Solo was, well, when did they fight Darth Maul? When did they kill him?
That was in Phantom Menace. First one, Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace, first one?
Yeah.
So it was after that.
That's weird though. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know because like Han Solo, like you know, they didn't know it. They didn't meet Han Solo in the prequels.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So it was after the music, but like
so basically during the prequels, this is what Han Solo was doing.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Actually, I could have said basically he was doing.
What Anakin and Obi-Wan was doing, maybe.
Yeah, I mean. I don't know. It's cool. Like if you love Han Solo and like I mean I haven't seen it.
Actually, you're wrong about that. Actually, because Obi-Wan in the fourth one and like New Hope was old as shit, and Han Solo was like 20. So this was after the third one, and before the fourth one.
So Darth Maul waited 4 movies to come back.
Yeah, I mean I guess they just brought him back just because we like Darth Maul. I feel dumb, like you know.
Should we just look it up?
Yeah, just look it up. I feel like I feel dumb talking about this because I feel like I'm right, but at the same time, it's like you know we're just speculating.
I like Marvel way more than Star Wars.
I mean, I like Marvel. I like Guardians of the Galaxy. That's my favorite ones. First one, second one.
Oh, the fucking second Guardian of the Galaxy. I love that fucking movie. Like the music, like the soundtrack in there, fucking amazing, bro. It was so good.
It was so funny because like, oh my god, Star-Lord was like, you know, hypnotized by his dad, and his dad was like, yeah, I had to put a tumor in your mom's head, and he's like, comes back, he's like, what? He fucking shoots some dude, tries to kill him.
It was just so good, though, because it's like, it's funny, like, it's drama and shit, like, if you know, it'd probably make you fucking cry, like, if you respected, like, Yondu and shit like that, whenever he died at the end.
Oh, yeah, dude, Yondu was sick. Shout out to my boy Yondu.
But, like, I think they're making, like, a spin-off.
Of Yondu?
With his Raider clan.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Which is going to be, I mean, that kind of spinoff is cool because I mean, I would like to see how Sylvester Stallone, he was in that Guardians of the Galaxy. I think he's going to be in that. I don't know. It's a whole fucking thing.
He should be because him and Yondu had like a little thing going.
Yeah.
On.
I think maybe Yondu, like it might be like whenever fucking Chris dude was
Chris Pratt,
not even there. Like Star Wars wasn't even there. He's probably like before. That's probably like a prequel. You know what I'm saying? To like Guardians of the Galaxy basically.
Yeah.
But I hope they do that shit because it would be really good.
Yeah, they can make a lot of money off of it too.
So do you think after Infinity War, because Infinity War Part 2, when because obviously they need to kill off the people. They need to kill off people.
Yeah, they're going to kill off the original.
Obviously,
ones.
They're not going to kill off the new people like Black Panther, Spider-Man. Basically, they made the most money in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think who's new too.
I mean, no, oh my god, how do I forget his name? Okay, Captain America, right?
Yeah.
Like with Winter Soldier. That Winter Soldier in the comic books is actually the next Captain America.
Well, he's not called Captain America though. He's called like White Wolf or something like that.
Well, he's after Captain America.
Yeah.
I think Captain America dies, right? Or something.
Yeah, he dies.
And so like I feel like Captain America is gonna die with Iron Man and then Thor. I don't think they're gonna kill Thor because Thor's a god pretty much. They could, I don't know.
You know what it was? I just remembered. Sony owns X-Men.
Oh, X-Men sucks. Sorry.
Are you like Deadpool?
Oh no, X-Men. That's not Deadpool.
Yes, it is.
Well, like I don't consider it the same.
Well, it's all the same universe.
Yeah, but like, Deadpool is like I feel like in a league of his own.
They need to fucking cross them over. Like I think what's his name? Fucking the dude that played Claw motherfucker Wolverine.
Yeah.
Like I feel like what's his name? Hugh Jackman. Shit, I got to get Hugh Jackman now. All right. Yeah. Apparently he'd already renewed like his contract to play him again.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So like I think what they're doing is they're going to bring him into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That'd be tight because I love Deadpool.
Because hold on, I got to explain this whole shit. All right, look, fucking Logan. Yeah. After he died, that is placed in the future. Infinity War is going on like in 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
Logan took place in what year? Like 2020 something, 2025.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's gonna all just fucking fit together if you think about it. Because Infinity War is taking place like present day, like now. Like it's not taking place in the future. It's just taking place now. So obviously people are going to be done. Where's all the superheroes in Logan? Because I think that's what they're trying to do is tie it together. Yeah. Like what Marvel's trying to do. I think Marvel has something to do with Logan. I'm not
That'd
sure.
be crazy though, because that'd be such like a weird
that would be fucking amazing.
That'd be a mind fuck.
Like that would be great. I feel like. I mean, because then like it will explain. The I don't know what they're called. Like the kids in there. Remember Logan? At the end, that the kids with all the superpowers. They're the new X-Men or whatever. They're called something.
The X-Kids.
No, they're called like X, like it's like a number, but
whatever.
I feel like that's what they're probably gonna end up doing. And
that's pretty cool though. But I think like I consider Deadpool in League of His Own because Deadpool's amazing. I love Deadpool.
Deadpool is probably the best thing that like Marvel and Sony have created. Like I feel like the cinematic universe. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But Deadpool, like, they nailed his character so fucking good.
I mean, they nailed it just because it's such, like, they break walls and they literally just do whatever. Like, it was such, like, it was like, they didn't even think it was going to be a success. That's why it was such a low-budget film, the first one.
Didn't we go see it together?
What, the first one?
The second one.
Yeah, we saw the second one, yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember that part?
The credits.
Spoilers. Well, like, remember that fucking part? It was funny as shit. I think I laughed my fucking ass off whenever, like, they were all jumping out of the fucking airplane, and it was just, like, the X-Force. And then, like, they all just end up dying, and then he saved fucking, what is his name, Peter or whatever?
Yeah, like, talking about, like, there's a regular old dude with a mustache.
Yeah, it was funny as fuck. I fucking love that part.
And then Lux, like, was the one that got lucky and stayed alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, the credit scene was lit, though. The credit scene was literally, like, just like the movie. Like, it was a part of the movie. It was funny. Like, that was so cool. The credit scene was, like, 4 different credit scenes. Like, they had Deadpool go back in the X-Men movie.
To save his girlfriend and all that.
Yeah, and then save the girlfriend. They also went back to like the X-Men movie. I think it was called Origins, where Wolverine was fighting Deadpool.
He killed his
that show was funny. So like he rewrote that, and then he also saved his girlfriend. What else did he do? He did some other stuff.
No, he went back again to try to save the X-Force, but then he couldn't or something like that. Like or he just like. I think he just said "fuck it," and he just saved Peter again.
Yeah, that was funny.
I don't know. It was something.
And then
like
Tom Cruise, I think, made a cameo scene, right?
Oh, Tom Cruise was the Visible dude. So let's get off the movie topic. Like our generation's like was like proved to be the most depressed, whatever. And like that's because like we're more stressed out, I guess. Because like I mean, there's just always some other shit to do, and like even technology makes you more stressed out. It's like a whole.
It's because of social media and how bullying will affect that, and also it's so easy to look in social media and see all the bad that happens in the world.
Yeah, and it's also like I mean, you can open up your phone and it's just like if you don't have these fucking socks, you should kill yourself. You know what I'm saying?
With like money or just like like just like overall just a better life than yours, and just try to like lavish it, and then that makes you depressed.
And then the music that's coming out nowadays not really helping that. It's helping it, whatever. But it's also more suicides too. There's a lot more fucking suicides.
Yeah, because we're talking about like a lot of, like depression shit, but that's just because of social media, honestly, probably because back in the days like we didn't have that. We literally just. And like with social media, we have such a broader view of the world, because whenever you look at something on your phone, it can affect you. It could be like halfway across the world and be like, "Oh, that sucks,"
I mean, and then it's the next topic.
Yeah,
it's all it is. Headlines. And that's probably why it's just more shit just constantly keeps going on. So like it makes kids more stressed.
With all these studies that you can read online about like college not being right and you're dead and stuff like that. It's just YouTube as well. There's a lot of information.
And like them saying that you need to have college to fucking do certain shit and everything. But
I'm going to say right now, like just to get down topic, college is a scam if you pay a lot of money to go.
Yeah.
Unless you're not paying a whole lot, then you should get it either way.
You don't need to pay a shitload of money for college.
No, you don't.
You don't need to. Everybody fucking qualifies for like
look up the average college debt. I can look it up on my phone right now.
Like college debt?
Yeah, like the average college debt for a college student. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the average
it can last you for years. So
average college student debt. Here we go. I'm just curious is all. So it's the average was $30,000 per borrower. So $30,000 was the average for students.
Like the rest of their lives?
Yeah, like after college, they're $30,000 in debt, and like just because from taking out loans, and they probably were paying it off during college.
And then like when you get that job that you wanted,
you only make $60,000-$70,000.
And you making like whatever $70,000, probably get a raise, whatever, and you got to pay off $30,000. You got to make the payments on this shit, and like it's like making you even more stressed out.
And then the interest as well on top of that. And then you have
community college.
Yeah, and then you go to community college, and then go to like hopefully you're either poor or you're really smart, and just like then just try to get through college like that. I mean,
it's so much easier to get a degree now that I feel like in the future degrees won't even fucking matter anymore.
Yeah, or like, people were just like trying to become entrepreneurs, and that's pretty cool. Like that.
I feel like how in Germany like whenever they get out, I think it's the 9th grade. I'm not sure. Like I'm pretty sure it's like the 9th grade. You start actually working on what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. Right. Like you actually go to a certain field. Yeah. Like we don't do that here. Like they fucking know college algebra in the fucking 8th grade. Yeah. Before that, they know our fucking algebra. They know all this fucking shit. So it's just America. We're just dumb. We're just slow.
I just feel like personally, like I feel like the best model for school would be you go to school until I would say you're 17 or 18, right? You finish your dual diploma. And then I would say just try to make college like an option, or like, don't downgrade not going to college. Because hey, like the older generation thinks, oh, you guys go to college or you're going to fail in life. Because like I'm going to college. I'm just going to get this right. I go to college, right? Just because I'm not paying any debt besides like a few grand after I get my bachelor's. So that's the only reason why I'm going. If I was going to be like a couple like $30,000 in debt, then I wouldn't go. I would work, grind, and then try to become like a.
And there's nothing wrong with that. If you have a good paying job, you stick with that shit.
Yeah, it's whatever makes you happy in the end.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I love you.
Stay cute.
Eat ass.